We got Nadal Jr. We got Nadal Senior.
Younger than him.
Oh, hey. Oh, yeah.
I'm senior, he's junior.
But you're younger. But you're younger. All right. So we're here by Nadal's house. I took a ride early, about 6:30 a.m. Got Silverback here, and we have Nadal's 131. He purchased a Street Glide. I don't know if you guys seen it on the channel, but it's been in several other videos. Got Nadal's beautiful Street Glide over there. You like that, Cam, huh?
I love it.
Ah. So this is what's happening. Nadal has the 131 Stage 4. He put the TTS 250 cam in the same one as mine. Let me show you guys. Where's the numbers here? So this is what's happening. I'm going to take his bike for a ride. So, if you guys could see this, Nadal's bike, this is a Fuel Moto tune with the 131 with the TTS 250 cam, same cam as mine. Put out only 106 horsepower and 128 foot-pounds of torque. And then, we're not going to mention any names. He took the bike because he wanted to get a custom dyno tune, took the bike to somebody, and they tuned it and got 117 horsepower, 143 foot-pounds of torque. So I know that is way off because I got 154 horsepower and about 156 foot-pounds of torque on my bike. It's a 130. He does have bigger injectors in it, all of that stuff. So now this is what I'm going to show you guys. This is from Dyno Dave. And this is the same thing, 131 with the TTS 250 that Dave dyno tuned. So stock, with the stock tune that the customer had, it had 116 horsepower and 139 foot-pounds of torque. After Dave was done, this setup is basically the same as Nadal has now. When Dave was done with it, he got 146 horsepower. Look at that torque number. Absolutely insane. 161 foot-pounds of torque. So now if we like kind of overlay the numbers, the person that Nadal just had it done by, he only was able to get 117 horsepower where Dave got 146, and he was only able to achieve 143 foot-pounds of torque where Dave got 161. So we're thinking possibly, obviously, that the tune is not good. So the custom tune is not good because he should be putting out a lot more power, a lot more torque out of that. I'm going to take it for a ride now. He wants me to take it for a ride, see how it feels. But Nadal already made the appointment over by Dave, and I'm going to show you guys that video because Dave's going to be dyno tuning it. We have the numbers here. I'm going to hold on to this. So we're going to just show you guys exactly what happens after Dave dyno tunes the bike. So I'm going to take the bike over. I'm actually going to take the bike now for a little spin, see how it feels, and then we're going to come back. Where's the key? It's in the bike? Ready to go. So this is 2022 Street Glide Special, but you powder coated. I'll show the bike later, but you powder coated everything, right?
No, the dealer powder.
Oh, the bars, the wheels, everything, right?
And they put an ST fender in the front.
Oh, okay.
Should I move my bike for you or you got it?
No. No. It's got the Chromeworks exhaust. Alright, immediately what I feel is the throttle response sucks. See, because there's a lag. There's like a lag in the throttle response in the beginning, which I don't like. And let me tell you, the brakes are different. My brakes, wow, my brakes are, now when I get on, somebody else's bike, he has, I believe, the Galfer rotors, but I have the big brake kit, and let me tell you, by R&S, they work absolutely amazing. After I changed them from the Wave over to the regular R&S big brake rotor kit, they work absolutely phenomenal. Just feels like there's a lag for some reason. I don't know why. And it's popping, so right there you know that the tune is not correct. Once you get that, it's not backfire is coming out here. That's actually called, the correct terminology is called afterfire. And that's, see, hear that popping? That's not good. That's not normal. We're down here by Monmouth Beach, down the shore in New Jersey. Beautiful area. I'm gonna turn around. See, it's popping. So keep it preloaded, baby. Nice house. I like little wood on the front, little different door. Yeah, so I could immediately feel that the lack of throttle response in the beginning, there's like almost like a delay, and I obviously don't like that it's popping at the end when I let off the throttle. That's not supposed to be like that. Yeah, there's just a big delay. Exhaust sounds great. Chromeworks, he's got the same Chromeworks as mine, Eclipse 2-into-2. So as you guys can see, when you guys get those Fuel Moto tunes and all the other generic tunes, it's a great tune. I'm not knocking it. It's a great tune for when you are basically doing your cam installation yourself at home, and it's just basically after you're done with the installation, you install these generic tunes that you purchase online. You basically tell them what you did to your bike, what cam, what exhaust you have, and they will upload. You have to basically, they'll upload a map onto the unit, and it's a generic tune. It's not a custom dyno tune to your bike. So then basically you put that on for only really just to be able to get your bike from point A to point B, meaning to the dyno tuner. You could obviously run the bike that way, but it is really it's really not meant to be left there. You can obviously, but you see as far as how the power numbers are different. You're losing so much power and torque. So a couple things. The throttle is the delay. There's a big delay in the throttle. It's not like mine's.
There's a lag.
There's a lag. Off a start, off a idle, there's a lag, and there's also a lag when you're running. And the second thing is, it's not tuned properly because it's after fire. So like when you let off the throttle,
Good morning. How are you? Beautiful day.
in the morning, when you let off a throttle, you hear popping. That's called after fire. Like people think when they say backfire is when it comes out of the engine, out of the intake. Afterfire is out of the exhaust.
There's fuel in the exhaust.
It's not tuned properly. Yeah, it's not tuned properly. Whether it's the timing, see, not only do they change fuel air ratios, the timing is one of the biggest things. It's one of the biggest things. So you could literally, you know, drop the timing or increase and gain 30 horsepower. It has a lot to do with the timing. So when you let off throttle, pat, 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 that's not supposed to be. You will never hear that on this bike.
You don't hear it on the same tune. The guys tune my CVO. You don't hear that on the CVO.
Right.
The CVO runs better.
Right.
We'll see when Dave does his magic.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If Dave, once Dave's done tuning your bike and the numbers, I guarantee it, I would do the same thing on yours, because you might be losing some power and, you know, torque on that as well.
I gotta do mine too. Once I let it off throttle, I heard that thing that you...
Yeah, but what do you have? Fuel moto too?
Yeah, just fuel moto.
Yeah, you gotta have, like, a lot of people say, oh, you know, my bike's tuned because they bought a generic tune. It's not tuned. That's a generic tune. So if you do your own cam change, get it from, you know, your house, so you don't burn the motor out, to get it to somebody that does a custom dyno tune so the bike runs properly. That's all it is. I know they sell it like that, but even your fuel mileage is absolute garbage.
It is garbage.
I know that. You don't have to tell me that. Every time somebody complains that, oh, wow, I only have a quarter tank left, and I have still 3/4 of a tank left on my bike, I know that they have a generic tune in it. I know it right off the bat. Not only that, I smell the fuel if I'm behind them because it's running so rich.
And don't forget mine.
Oh, yeah, another Chrome Works.
Full chrome.
Nice. Let's hear it. Nice. Hey, pleasure. How you doing? Well, pleasure, man. How you doing? Nice to meet you. All right, brother. Yeah, those are the two big noticeable things that I realized on his bike was three things I should say, was the lack of throttle response. It was like a delay. The afterfire, the popping, that's like telltale signs the bike's not tuned properly. And the brakes. It's like when I get off of Silverback and hop on that, I immediately realize how great these brakes, these Arlen-S big brake rotor kits work. Look at that, it's like instantaneous. Look at this big guy, no shirt on. Just so you guys know, those comparisons on the dyno sheets, they're with the same exhaust, with the Chrome Works 2-2, so they were basically the same camshaft, TTS 250, same exhaust system, injectors, intake. Whoever's doing the dyno tune, it makes a huge difference. Nadal's bike sounds really good though, absolutely. The Chrome Works exhaust. Louvered baffles, make sure you guys I get a lot of questions about what baffles am I running. You definitely want to go with the louvered baffles. You don't want to go with like a carb baffle. They just do not have enough back pressure. You will actually lose power. Like beyond dead E right now, and it says that's the reserve, it just says low range. That's the first time that I actually got the bike into low range, but we got a gas station about a mile ahead. I hope I make it. Also, let me tell you guys really quickly while I'm getting gas, because I put the videos kind of out of order for the Laconia videos. Check all those videos out. There will be a link down below and at the end of this video, so you guys could check out the Laconia videos. But if you guys didn't yet, there's one video where I was at AMSOIL Adams, and Fanatix and AMSOIL partnered up, and I am running all AMSOIL fluids on the bike, engine, primary, and transmission. And actually Adam had time and was able, what we did was we replaced the I think it was like 100 weight transmission fluid that I had on the bike. We replaced it and put in the, I believe it was 75 140 weight in the transmission. And as Katie was saying, Adam's wife, it's basically thicker. But anyway, I was saying Katie over by AMSOIL, Adam's wife, very knowledgeable, and you know, that's why we changed it, because the thicker weight, it did make a huge difference. I find neutral so easy now. The transmission is a hell of a lot quieter, and it has a more premium feel to it now. It doesn't feel like it's like a rattle box in there, you know.